Muscular tissue. So muscular tissue is used for movement and locomotion. Uh, what is difference between movement and locomotion? Movement is when we change the position. No, sorry. Movement is when we only change the posture. Like for example, we are moving our hand. So it's a movement. But the locomotion is when we are changing the position. Like we are walking and from one place to another. So muscular tissue is used for movement and locomotion. Second, it is made up of muscle fiber or myocytes. Its functions are excitability, contractility, extensibility, and yes, contractility, excitability, and extensibility. Now, three types of on the basis of three types muscular tissue is divided.
On the basis of what?
बता रही हूँ. On the basis of appearance, on the basis of function. Okay, so on the basis of appearance, there are two types of tissue: striated and non-striated. Second, on the basis of appearance बता दिया. On the basis of appearance function and the shape. ठीक है. तो ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ अपीयरेंस है स्ट्राइटेड और नॉन स्ट्राइटेड. ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ फंक्शन है, ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ शेप है, अरे यार नाम नहीं आ रहा है, शेप और स्केलेटल. ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ फंक्शन है इनवॉलंटरी. Okay. On the basis of function, involuntary and voluntary. Involuntary means when we are performing function on the basis of our will. Okay. And involuntary is when we are not, the function is not from our will. For example, contraction of heart and whatever. So involuntary is movement of hand. And shape, cardiac, visceral and skeletal. So cardiac muscle is also involuntary, and visceral and cardiac are also involuntary. Skeletal is voluntary. On an appearance के basis पे striated and non-striated.
What is the meaning of striated and not striated?
Striated means there is a, for example, if there is a muscle tissue, so the striations are made. So it is called striated tissue. And non-striated means plain, no striations. Okay, so skeletal and cardiac. Skeletal and cardiac are striated, but visceral is non-striated. And cardiac is cardiac and visceral is involuntary, and voluntary is skeletal. Okay. Now, cardiac, visceral, and skeletal difference. So, इतने डिफरेंस है. पहला है सी फॉर मतलब वो सिलेंड्रिकल शेप का है. जो पहला वाला है ये वाला स्केलेटल इस सिलेंड्रिकल शेप का है, और कार्डिक भी सिलेंड्रिकल शेप का है, और ये वाला मतलब सिलेंड्रिकल शेप का नहीं है।
किस शेप का है? इरेगुलर शेप का।
ऐसा। ठीक है,
इसका
और
कोई नाम नहीं।
इसमें टेपरिंग बॉर्डर्स हैं, और इधर ये सिलेंड्रिकल शेप, ये वाला हो गया, ऐसे हो गया ये वाला स्केलेटल, और कार्डिक हो गया इस तरह से। ठीक है, ये कार्डिक मसल हो गई। यहाँ पे सबको न्यूक्लियस है, यहाँ भी स्ट्राइशंस है। और इसके न्यूक्लियस पेरीफेरी पे होते हैं, मतलब किनारों पे होते हैं।
न्यूक्लियस।
और ये मल्टी न्यूक्लियस होता है। यहाँ पे सॉरी एक ही न्यूक्लियस होता है, एक ही न्यूक्लियस होता है किनारों।
ये इसका सेल का तुम डिजाइन बता रही हो क्या?
हाँ, तो मतलब उसमें वो है कि इसके जो क्या बता रहे थे, हाँ, जो बॉर्डर्स की बात हुई ना, टेपरिंग बॉर्डर्स होते हैं, और इसके ब्लंट बॉर्डर्स होते हैं, इसके भी ब्लंट बॉर्डर्स होते हैं। एंड्स मतलब यहाँ पे जो मैंने
इंग्लिश
लिखा है,
में बोलो, इंग्लिश में।
ई मतलब हो गया कि देयर एंड्स आर टैपरिंग, इट इज visceral and this is skeletal and this is cardiac. So visceral muscle is of tapering borders, skeletal and cardiac are blunt borders. Okay, blunt borders. And their function. So this is involuntary, this is involuntary, but skeletal is voluntary muscle. Now activity. So their activity visceral performs slow activity. Skeletal do the activities faster than visceral, and cardiac do the activities as rhythmic activities. Now arrangement. So visceral is arranged at like this. Okay, so in a form of sheet, and this in a form of bundles. Okay, like a bundle of this. So skeletal muscle is arranged in bundles, visceral is arranged in sheet, and cardiac is arranged in a network form. Okay, now gap junctions. So gap junctions is present in skeletal, visceral and cardiac has no gap junction. I have complete function. Is sarcolemma. So sarcolemma is a plasma membrane of muscle cell. So it is only present in visceral and cardiac, not in skeletal. Now inter intercalated disc. Intercalated disc is present in cardiac only, not in visceral and skeletal. Now, and sarcomere is also the of muscle cell, so it is only present in the skeleton, not in visceral and cardiac. Now location. So first of all, skeletal. So skeletal is present in face, eyes, tongue, pharynx, and then body wall पे, and limbs, body wall, limbs. And now visceral. So visceral is present in stomach, intestine, esophagus, and uterus, urethra, ureter, yes, and cardiac is present in heart. Now the difference is clear. And now muscular tissue. Yeah. Now I have explained you sarcomere, na? So there is a diagram of sarcomere. We are drawing this muscle fiber. Okay. So this is eye band. Okay, from this. This is eye band, and this is A band. So this is I band, and this is A band. This is I band. A band has 3 zones. ये like these are proteins here. So when 2 proteins are coinciding with each other, it is O zone. This is also O zone, but this is H zone. And what is sarcomere? So it is muscle fiber, and sarcomere is, this is Z line. Z line. This is also Z line. In A band, there is a line which bifurcates this and this. This is called M line. So the line, the space between Z line to Z line, okay, this is sarcomere. And what is Z line? So Z line, and wait, this is actin protein.
The space between one Z line to Z line to another Z line is called sarcomere.
The protein which the M line holds actin protein. Okay, this is M line, and M line is holding this. So actin protein, and this is Z line.
Actin या active?
Actin.
Actin protein.
And Z line, this is Z line. Z line is holding myosin protein. Okay. Okay, the definition of Z line to Z line bifurcates the I band, and it holds myosin protein. It is a fibrous protein. And then M line. So M line bifurcates the A band. It holds actin protein, and it is also fibrous. Now H zone. So H zone only has actin protein in it. O zone has both the 2 proteins, actin and myosin. Okay. And then I band. So I band has Z line and actin protein, and I band is also known as light band. Now A band is also known as dark band. Okay. And it has
M line
and actin protein plus myosin protein. Okay, this is clear.
Myosin protein is located in I band.
Myosin protein is located in both the bands. Okay, like you can see here, this is I band, and this is A band. So in both the bands, myosin protein is present.
Myosin protein, however, where it is located, where myosin protein?
Z line पे.
Z line.
हाँ, मतलब यहाँ पे है ना, आई बैंड और ए बैंड दोनों के पास है।
ओके।
आई बैंड, ठीक है। नाउ मस्कुलर टिश्यू इज कंप्लीटेड। नाउ वी विल मूव टू न्यूरल टिश्यू। न्यूरल टिश्यू is used for uh, conduction of impulses. Its two properties: excitability and conductivity. The cells that use in neural tissue are neurons and neuroglia. So neuroglia is very less in number, 50%. Less than 50%, and neurons are more than 50%. Okay, so there is a structure of neuron also. And this is myelin sheath. This is cell. This is cell nucleus. Okay, this is a neuron. Now, this is dendrites. Dendrite of a nucleus.
हाँ
This is neuron. This is dendrite of a neuron. This is Nissl granule. This is the nucleus. This whole is cyton or soma or cell body. This is axon. This is axon. Swan cell. This is swan cell, and this is myelin sheath. Like myelin sheath has a cover of swan cell. And now this is axon. This is axon terminating. This is synaptic knob. And this is synaptic vesicle. And the gaps between this is called node of Ranvier. Okay. So now I will explain all the terms function. Okay. So dendrite is a branch structure. You can see the branches of the dendrite. So dendrite is a branch structure which is used for receiving the impulses. Okay, and Nissl granule. So Nissl granule is a protein structure, and it is present in dendrites cell body, but not in axon. Now, nucleus. So nucleus is a operating part of the neuron. Cyton is a cell body of the neuron. it has nasal granule in it, and it is like after dendrites receive the impulses, the next the impulses move to the cell body, and from cell body it goes to axon. Now node of Ranier. So node of Ranier is the gaps between the Swan cell. Hmm? Myelin sheet. Myelin sheet is the covering of axon. It is not necessary. Matlab it can be present or it can not be present. Now axon terminating. So the end of axon where the structure got branched is called axon terminating. Synaptic knob, these circles are called synaptic knobs, and synaptic vessel which carries the synaptic knob. From synaptic knob there is a chemical produced that is called neurotransmitter. So neurotransmitter, the chemical, the inductions that were moving from the neuron goes to the synaptic knob, and from synaptic knob the electrical impulses converted into chemical impulse, which is called neurotransmitter. So this neurotransmitter is passed to another neuron. Okay, this is the whole structure of neuron. Now now yes, there two types of neuron on the basis of myelinated, and on the basis of myelin sheath. There are two types of neuron: myelinated and non-myelinated. So myelinated is where myelin sheath is present, and non-myelinated means where myelin sheath is not present. And in myelinated, the transfer of conduction is more faster. Okay, and in that the uh, the transfer of conduction, transfer of impulses is slow as comparison to myelinated. Swan cell is present in both. Completely.